I'm looking forward, though, to walking around this town when it's fully constructed. Although we are getting very, very close to episode 100. I'm not sure how close we are, but I think today, I think we end on, or this session ends on episode 98. So we'll have, like, probably 2 longer episodes, maybe. Just to sort of celebrate episode 100. We'll never know. But it looks like we will be going beyond episode 100. I think I've come to terms with it. I've thought to myself, there's no reason limiting ourselves. If we need to go further, then I guess we're just going to have to go further. Although with the Prison Architect series, I think episode 100, though, was a good time to end it. Because we pretty much did everything. Other than, of course, the sort of new system that came out. But there wasn't too much of a big system anyway. So I was pretty much done with it at that point. There we are. So we've done our bottle. It's very delicious. I'm liking it. Now, what we can do is do this. Construction. We do want to have some sort of little bits sticking out, actually, now that I think about it. Maybe where the windows are, we could do something cool with that. We'll see. For now, though, what kind of stone are we looking for? I kind of want to make it out of the castle brick, to be honest with you. Or maybe the castle ruin. Nah, maybe not the castle ruin, but let's see. I don't want to make it out of umber brick. Pale brick could be used in some areas. Yeah, I think castle brick. The base layer, however, probably could be made out of umber brick. I quite like that. Although this is meant to be the grass, now that I think about it. So really, we should cover this up with grass now, just so we know where we're going with the flooring. Let's just do this. Just cover it all in grass. There we are. And later on, we'll sort of start trimming this and adding borders and that lot, just to make it look a little bit more interesting. And when I say borders, I mean the sort of slopes that we have right here. So there we are. All that grass is going to be added in. It's going to look nice as well. The builders are going to continue doing their work. As they move. As they move. What was that? As they move. I don't know what I was even going for there. That was very weird sounding. Oh well. Anyway. Ooh. Take another drink right there. Fantastic. So we just sort of wait for them to do their thing, really. Do we want to have a wall going around the church, now that I think about it? We probably do. Maybe it starts at around about here, and we have like a nice little gate right here that enters into the graveyard. And the graveyard probably is going to be quite large. It's not really going to be showing us all the people that have died in this series. Let's be honest, it's been about, what, 3-4 people that have died on the series? It's not really too much. I imagine that'll be a very different circumstance in 1.7. Actually, it would be. Everyone will be dead. So, a little bit different. Finishing off the grass. The wood's right there, morphing into the grass. It's the only sort of block type that actually morphs. It's really nice, though, when it does. But it does seem a little bit out of place when it's next to grass. It looks more like a mold, which I guess you can use it as a mold sort of piece if you want to go for some more architectural designs. Not architectural. I keep saying architectural. When you're trying to go for a particular aesthetic. Just make things look a little bit more messy and old. Quite a good idea, I would say. So we have the main body of our church right here. And then we have the sort of entrance part of it that connects up. And I'm thinking to myself that maybe we don't have it sort of poke up. But we just sort of do the same thing with these roofs. Only instead, we make it sort of go around on all sides. Meet at the top, and then it should sort of morph its way into the bigger building that we have right here, which is going to be, I wouldn't say significantly higher, but quite high. Mostly I'm looking forward to sort of the little designs that we're going to have around the structure, which should look quite nice. So we are going to go for the umber brick first, and we are going to make sure to actually corner this bit. Got to make sure to use those corners, because it does make things look a little bit more interesting. So we got the umber brick right here. And we are going to use the castle brick as the main layer. Oh, what's that there? Timbered brick, right, okay. It's really hard to notice because the morphing. I think that's right. There we are. That seems about right to me. So this is going to be the entrance. It's going to be 4 across, I feel. That's a good number. think that's even. It looks about even. Do we want the entrance to have anything different with it? We probably do. We could definitely come up with some designs. For now, though, I think it's fine. We just need to mine this up. I think we have one miner sort of hanging around somewhere. Is that Islay? I thought that was Islay. No, it's not. What's going on with our metal right now? Not too bad, actually. We've made a decent amount of it, or at least I hope so. Hopefully she's actually succeeded to make a large amount of it. She has. It's an okay amount. More spiders have been spotted near our possible lumberjacks. Oh, no. Near our farmers. Okay, that's not good. Our farmers are probably going to go on some sort of farmer frenzy now. That's very bad, actually. Let's look down right here just in case there are more enemies spawn. There's a little bit of spiders just then when I transition down on the layers. Nope, looks like we're fine. Spiders have been there for a while, actually. So we're not going to worry about that too much. There's a little block right there. Why are you ignoring that? Actually, where are you going? So, tool chest. You keep switching out when it comes to your tools. Let's make sure we actually get a tool chest sort of placed around here. Storage. Let's see. Tools. Get a tool chest. Plonk that down right here. Let's get a... What do we want? Resource crate, maybe. I'm not sure if we're actually going to need that. Masonry stockpile. Wood. We want a timber pile. There we are. Fantastic. Anything else that we need? Food would be a good idea. Let's get like a... Is it a crate? Yeah, there we go. Food crate. Just plonk that down. It's going to help them out, I think, because they are a little bit slow. Okay, then. So we've got this bit. Now we could start going up with the timber, with the stone brick even. And I think we're going to want to go up by 2 layers before we start making the windows. I think I like the idea of the windows being more than... Well, I like the idea of the windows to not start until the 3rd layer. That way they can't just run through them. Since we don't have any window blocks, we need to sort of work around that. And have them... Is that stone there? I thought I missed something. No, I am fine. We need to have them work around that, however. Let's actually mine down here and change it to the timbered brick. I think that would be a good idea. I do quite like the sort of layer that we have, or the chisel, no, trim, there we go, of the timbered brick right there. How's that look? Looks alright. I think it's going to look a little bit better once we start putting a little bit more design with the walls. They're not just going to be a boring old flat surface. We are going to try and do a little bit more with them. I think we want to focus a little bit more on this bit first, however. We do want to have a doorway right here, but it needs to go in a little bit. So if we go to our umber brick, and if we just sort of start about here, 3 in, and then do this. And this could be our little entrance to get into the actual main hall. There we are. And then we can go up like that. Oh, I don't want to do that. There we go. And how far is this? 5 across, which means there is a middle. That's fantastic. Makes our lives easier if there's a middle piece. Because it means we can have a podium right there that's perfectly centered. So there we are. It worked out in our favor. Now we need to actually start creating some scaffolding, however. So this is when it starts to get really difficult. So scaffolding up to there. We'll make another one right here just so they can get up quickly. The scaffolding over here is going to be a little bit odd. It's all going to be very difficult to make scaffolding. So we're just going to make one right there first, just so they can get around easily. We are going to get some flooring done right here. We're just going to be using the timbered brick. So timbered brick like this. There we are. Fantastic. And like I said, I want to focus on this area first. So let's go over to our walls, castle brick. Let's go up by 1 here, 1 there. And how high up do we want these doorways to be? It's a very important question to ask. It's a good point, though, really. How far do we want this main structure to be? Or, well, not, this isn't the main structure. I keep saying main structure. I don't mean that. I just mean this little bit that sticks out. Maybe as tall as this house. Yeah, I would say maybe as tall as this house. And this one could be a little bit taller. Or the main structure can be more than a little bit taller. But it'll be tall enough anyway. Now, we want to make multiple ways to get in with scaffolding. Let's just make one right here. And one right here. Not like that. to make sure we're not wasting it as well. We're running low on wood, actually. But we have quite a lot of... I mean, we're running low on timber. But we do have a lot of wood on us. So let's just go ahead and make more timber. There we are. Just make multiple ways to get up and down with scaffolding so they don't get stuck that much anyway. Which is fantastic to see. Alright, there we are. Now let's go back to our castle brick. Forgot what it was called then. That's why it took so long. I know where it is, I just forgot what it was called. So this is where we need to make this window, actually. And I think the window should start off by being about this far across. And also it needs to be mined down one block by one. I think that'd be quite nice. And it will go in. So it will arch its way in. And I think definitely going 5 across is a good idea. We actually have a perfectly sort of set structure here, since it is an odd number. There you are, 15. I didn't really check that before. I never check if it's an odd or even number. It's always my... start that again. It's always my detriment. Because it screws things up if you don't do that. So we got this side. We're now making this one. And they are a bit slow right now. But that's because they're having a little bit of trouble with the scaffolding. In fact, we want to make a castle brick. Let's make sure I'm not using castle ruin. I seem to occasionally do that. It's not a great thing at all. So right here is where we want to make our sort of extra little bit of design. And I think we want to use the brick as sort of the exterior sort of added architectural pylons and that lot that we add to our castle. Because I think it's going to help with the differentiation of blocks and a little bit more contrast. All the words that I for some reason use. I use the same words. I don't really have anything else. I remember those words. That's really it. I try and learn new ones. I don't want it to look completely... I don't know. Perplexing, maybe. You know, convoluted, maybe, as a structure. Not too many blocks. I want it to look fairly simple as well. That's something I usually screw up. Just get these guys out here to move around. It's when we want to start going up with our scaffolding. This side is fine. They can actually get up here. I think I am using the castle ruin there. That's annoying. So I did end up accidentally using the castle ruin. I actually quite like the castle ruin though. I think it does fit. I think I ended up using the castle ruin a lot accidentally on some of these blocks anyway. I think we'll keep it there. We can get rid of it very easily if we don't like it. For now though, actually that's a good point. Does it morph at all? It looks like they're morphing well with each other. Because they're roughly the same block, just there's a little bit moss with the other ones. So, I guess for now, that's fine. Let's make sure we're using castle bricks in the future, though. For some reason, it just went up to 60 frames a second. A little bit weird. Alright, castle brick. The doorways, I think, we're going to start to work on now. Do we want it to be one block higher, or is this nice? Oh. I think we want it to arch. I think we want the doorway to arch a little bit. So we'll do this first. And we'll do the same with this side. Just by one block. And then we can do this. There we are. And I think that's going to look quite nice. I think it's a little bit more interesting than something else that we would traditionally go for. We're going to have to make a staircase right here as well if they want to make it easier to get up and down on this wall. And we will also need to make some scaffolding on this side. There we are. I'm probably going to get rid of these little bits here and there. Beautiful. This bit as well. Get higher up. This bit here. Not like that. That would be terrible. Just trying to make several ways for them to get up and down. It doesn't make much sense if we do that. There we go. Now it makes sense. Now there's multiple ways to get up and down. Actually, there still isn't, because there's one block right there they have to go through. It's making it more difficult for me now. This block right here. There we go. Just getting more scaffolding in, trying to make it work. Having a few problems getting around. It's always an issue when you're creating blocks or creating buildings that have a few extra bits of design here and there. You know, making the houses, they're very easy. This is already looking quite tall, actually, in comparison to the houses. How many blocks up do we want to go from the entrance? Probably maybe 2 blocks, and then we can start on the roof. I think that's appropriate. Appropriate. There we are. Good to see. It's very quiet for me, though. Something I keep specifying. Alright, now we do this. There we are. Fantastic. Do we want these to connect up just so it's easier for them to get around? Just like a 2-block wide sort of little pathway right here? I don't think so. Sounds kind of pointless, really. Alright, there we are. I've got that bit done. As for this walkway, we might want to do the same thing, really. 2 blocks. 2 blocks here. Let's make sure we get rid of this bit. There we are. And immediately we can now do this. How high does this window go? Can this window go? I mean, not too high. We want to do this bit later. Just because I want them to finish constructing up that sort of wall first. Otherwise, they're going to be 2 blocks high like this. And they won't be able to construct that little bit at the bottom. And I have to kerfuffle around in order to finish things off. They're getting things done fairly quickly, though. This guy needs to get out of the way. Jared, why? Alright, here we go. Look at that teamwork. Fantastic to see. Jared there. Proving himself. Or, thingamajigging himself. I don't know what I'm trying to say. There's a word there, and I know it exists. Castle Brick. I can hear Merv chewing things. It's getting annoying. Here we are. Make sure we just keep going down here. We're going to align this up anyway. We may as well just keep doing this. Makes it easier for them to get around. Although I'm pretty sure they go all the way around here. So, not great, really. If anything, we want to make a nice little bit of scaffolding on this inside right here. There we go. I want to make it a double. Make it a double. Oh, damn it, Merv. Get out of there. No, don't you hello me. Right, so how's this going? It's quite nice, I would say. It's definitely getting there. They're just all sort of running around like some sort of Zerg force. Right, do we now start to, well, close this window off? I think we do now. It's getting a bit high. If anything, we should have... Oh, shit, we're using scaffolding. I don't know how I managed that. Get rid of it. There we go. So they're really panicking there. Right, let's go back to construction. Castle brick. I think it should go in. Nah, I think that's too short. If we do it here, it's a much better idea. We need to go up on scaffolding again. Kind of. We're sort of making a way for them to get up easily on this side. There we go. Of course, adding more scaffolding on the inside here will not hurt. Tell you what, though, we didn't work around the fact that we could be using those other doors. I forgot about that. I completely forgot that we can have those the bigger doors. I'm pretty sure they're 4 across anyway. Across. Oh, wow, perfect. So there we are. I somehow knew exactly what we needed to have these doors work. It's just that little bit at the top, but I think we can work with the arch door and then just sort of build around it or something. Maybe. We'll see. This bit, though, won't work with a normal doorway, but I don't think I want it to anyway, since that's 5 across, but these are 4 across. Across, apparently. They are across. Right. More ways for them to get up and down, please. Like this. This piece of scaffolding can go up by 1. Same with this side. Like that. Have this go up by 1. This bit as well. Thank you. There we are. Thank you. Apparently. So, as for this bit, do we want this to follow the same design that we have right here with our sort of doors? Or, no, I think we do. That makes sense. Because then we can actually have a big window. Because I was thinking to myself, we can have it go around like sort of the opposite of this structure right here, where there are no arch sort of ends. It just goes all the way around. The roof doesn't stop. There's no real examples right here. I can't really explain it. I'm sure we made something similar. Oh well. We're going to stick with the arch. Is what I'm trying to say anyway. So we've got the arch. It's fine. We can start getting that done now, actually. So back to the castle brick. We can start doing this here. There we are. So I think that's where the stairway should start. I think that's a good height. Although, now that I'm thinking about it, we probably want to mine these two up and maybe start up a little bit differently. Like, take this out. Pause for just a second here. Go to our castle brick and just remove this bit here. Because I think that will make it look a little bit less squashed. Tell you what, we'll get rid of this middle part first before we do anything. Just in case they construct it before they get that middle bit done. I'm not sure why it's selecting there. There we go. Just move them around. Oh, okay. There we are. Fantastic. Now moving up right here. Just getting rid of these 2 bits of stone. We can't really get rid of this one, can we? Oh, no, we could. Well, we're going to have to do it the hard way, though. So if we do this... Sorry about that. I accidentally sort of Windows keyed out. Anyway. I'm surprised that's the first time I've done that, considering the system that we have to deal with. Right, anyway. I can't hear the game anymore. That's a bit weird. Why can't I hear the game anymore? Anyway, we'll ignore that for the time being. Damn it, Merv, get out of there. Those noises are really annoying. What are you doing? Where are you? Get here. Get here. Ah, damn it. He won't get out. I can't think straight when he makes those noises. It's really bad. Right. Anyway, let's focus on whatever the hell I was doing. We probably won't be able to finish this, though. I checked on the current amount that we have recorded, and we're a bit behind. So there we are. I do apologise about that. So let's get the other part of the roof done. I didn't want to do that. I keep doing... There we go. No. Okay. Let's do it, like, down here. That's much easier. There we go. Like this. There we are. We're finishing this bit off. At least we'll get this done. And we know generally what we're doing. Damn it, you two! Stop fucking around! There we go. Beautiful. It just means that the next session, if we're lucky anyway, won't take up the entire time of us making the rest of this church, even though it probably will. It probably will. We still got, like, an extra episode to go, so don't worry about it. Although I did listen back to it, and I haven't been talking as much, so do apologise about that. Been just mostly white noise. So there we are. I'm just focusing on construction here. Let's go over to not utilities, roof. We're gonna go for the ceramic or wooden roof. I think ceramic. Then again, that might look quite nice. No, I don't think so. I think we'll go for ceramic. Just do this. And hopefully this morphs well. Unfortunately, the middle bit right there doesn't really poke out in the way that I would like. So it's just going to have to do this. There we are. A little bit annoying, actually. Get out of there, you motherfucker! There we are, I got him out. There, fly! Right, anyway. He's probably going to get in there very easily. How's this wood look? How's this roof look? I don't like it because the middle bit doesn't properly connect up. Once again, it's not one problem, it's the other one. Right, this looks alright, I would say. So now we just start to do this. Oh, okay, that's... Why is it so awkward all of a sudden? There we go. I think I'm building on the right side. Feels like it. If it feels like it, then it's right. There we are. Oh. There we are, beautiful. Now we move on to the other side. Kabam. I don't know how much stone this uses up, actually. I didn't check the resources per ceramic tile. Let's probably do that in a second. Now, we're not completely done here yet. We still need to get this castle brick. And I think we need to have like a bit of ceramic tile right there, because I think it just looks weird. Let's get a ceramic tile. Let's just do this. Just to sort of close it off. On this side, it's fine. This top bit, 'cause you won't be able to see that when looking in a particular direction. So it should be alright. What's wrong, Merv? What are you looking at? Got the window open. Well, not open. I've got the blinds open. So he's just looking outside and chilling out. Very grey day. Right, let's go to the bricks. There we are. Fantastic. Don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. It's not really done yet, I suppose, so we shouldn't really think about it too much just yet until it's completely done. Looks weird on the inside. Looks rather odd on the inside. There we go. I think it's just that the window right here is too big. Slightly out of place. I guess we need to put like some sort of trim around it. We need to do the same thing with our walkways as well. Well, the doorways. So we might get something like that done in a second. Hey, Merv, is that right? I'm not too sure right now. The top bit doesn't help out, I think. It looks kind of odd right now. If we could just get everyone to move down here since they're a bit stuck right now. There we go. Beautiful. Right, so we're going to get that last little block done. And then we can get rid of sort of some of this scaffolding. We can get rid of this slot, actually. Because now we need to make the sort of chisel that goes around it. And we need to make it out of umber. I think this is a good idea. Or at least we'll see how it works out. It just needs to go up like this. And follow it through. And it does need to connect up like that. It just needs to do this. Maybe it does this. And then around that we can have some of the ceramic roofing. Once again, look a little bit phallic. But I can't really help that, apparently. Apparently. I mean, at the moment it does, but wait until it's fully done and then it will look less so. Alright, there we are. I think that was quite interesting. Then we go over to the scaffolding so they can actually finish off doing the top part. This is actually going to need to go up by a decent amount. Let's make sure we just delete some of these so they don't waste all the wood. The top part is done now, so really we can get rid of all the scaffolding on the sides here. There we are, fantastic. Let's not get rid of that, don't need to. We'll make new pieces of scaffolding and get up to the next layer. Right, so there we are. We are creating that bit. We can do the same right here on the doorway. Hello, Merv. What do you want? Hey, what do you want, buddy? So we do this. Get the top part done. Do that. Get the corners done right here. Do the same on the other side. frame rate's going down a bit. It went up a second ago. I don't understand.